Hello and welcome back to another video. It's like the second week of 2021 and I'm already incredibly tired, mildly depressed, and not particularly motivated. So, my grand idea and what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about sirens. And you know what? I don't care that it's a bit weird and random. I am just in the mood for weird and random because what else can I do? So, sirens. Sirens from Greek mythology. Now, why are we talking about sirens? Why is that relevant to anything? Well, there are jokes or memes about sirens and ace people. And why is that the case? Well, first, what are sirens? Well, sirens are Greek mythological creatures which are normally represented by women, mostly nude, because apparently people in the past only painted naked people, including babies, which I find really creepy. But yes, they are women who are mostly naked and have a lot of bad features. So, and what sirens do, is they sing beautiful melodies and they lure sailors to the rocks beneath them. So the boats hit the rocks and the boats sink. Because, as we know, boats are designed for water, not rocks. Now, why is this relevant to asexuality? As with a lot of things in our society, sirens have sexual connotations. People assume that the reason these sailors are going in and hitting the rocks is because they want to sex the sirens. But no, I say that they don't want to sex the sirens, because who wants to sex? Nobody. Nobody likes sex. And plus, if you're already on a ship with a bunch of other people, you could sex the people on the ship. You don't need to sex the winged lady over there. And plus, if you were trying to lure someone sexually, why would you enchantingly sing towards them? It seems rather suspect. So what I think this is I think this is some plot from the Aloes to make you think that sirens were sexual, when in fact they weren't. When in fact they were just really good at singing and also magical. Now, I'm on the Wikipedia page for sirens at the moment, and it says, which I didn't know, that there are three kinds of sirens: the celestial, the generative, and the purifactory/cathartic. Now, if you haven't noticed already, this video isn't planned, so we're going to find out what these are. So the celestial sirens were under the government of Zeus, the generative sirens were under the government of Poseidon, and the purifactory/cathartic sirens were under the government of Hades. So, and it says, when the soul is in heaven, the sirens seek by harmonic motion to unite it to the divine life of the celestial host, and when in Hades, to conform the soul to eternal and infernal regimen. But when on earth, their only job is to produce generation, of which the sea is emblematic. Now, to be honest, in my current state of mind, I don't have the energy to dissect what that means. But, if we're having three different types, maybe the sirens that were in Hades were actually incubuses or succubuses. And if you didn't know what an incubus or a succubus is, they're just male and female versions of like devil-winged temptresses. So maybe they're sexual, but I don't think there's anything inherently sexual about them. Well, there should be. Maybe they could be incubuses or succubuses for other things, like cake, because we all love cake. Who wouldn't want to commit evil deeds for cake? Now, the Poseidon ones, maybe they were mermaids. Now, hear me out. In Pirates of the Caribbean 4, which I wasn't a massive fan of, to be honest, but anyway, there are mermaids that sing. And I don't know why I'm taking a pop culture thing for this, but I think that there is a connection between mermaid sirens, mermaids that sing and lure people into the sea, because I think some mermaids did do that, and sirens, which are winged people that lure folk into the sea. So I think there's been some confusion here, and the regular winged sirens are the Zeus ones, the celestial ones. Mermaids are the sirens from the sea, and incubus and succubuses are from Hades. And I have no idea where this connection is coming from, and I feel like an insane person, but I'm in that mood and I'm actually having fun. So, mermaids, incubus/succubus, and sirens. Now, why are they crashing boats? Well, the reason they're crashing boats is because they don't like the people on the boats, maybe. Maybe they're horrible people. They could have been pirates. And to be honest, everyone in history seems kind of horrible, so maybe they deserved it. And also, the Greek gods, they weren't particularly nice. They were very selfish and, for the most part, just wanted to further their own ambitions. Very different from the gods in more modern religions. And I understand why they switched to the new ones, because the new ones seem nicer. But my question is, why were they sexual? There's no point. I think there are more pressing concerns for people on a boat than sex, right? Because they can have sex with the crewmates, even if they're all guys, gay sex exists. What do they want that they don't have? They probably want creature comforts, I think they're called. So maybe things like food, nice food that doesn't give them scurvy. So what if the mermaids and the sirens and the incubuses, probably more the mermaids since we're doing a sea theme, had baskets of food, like nice cupcakes? So what if the mermaids were in the sea, they pop out, they've got a waterproof basket of cupcakes, and they're like, come into the sea where there definitely aren't any rocks here, and I'll give you the cupcakes. And then they drive in, the ship sinks, and then they eat the people. Because I think eating people is more exciting than just having them drown. Because what's the point in having people drown if you're not going to eat the people afterwards? You know? So yes, and then cakes are inherently, as we know, more asexual than sex. So my conclusion to this very strange, off-the-cuff, and completely pointless video is that there are 3 types of creatures that lure you to do things or to die. They're all very linked, and there are 3 types of sirens according to Wikipedia. So we're going to go with succubuses and incubuses because they're hot. Mermaids and sirens, and they're all actually the same branch of mythical creature, and what is more tempting than sex, but cake. It's all clear now. So, yes, I really hope you didn't hate this video. There is absolutely no reason I'm doing it. I just don't have anything else to do this week, and it's halfway through the week already. I'm really tired, and I don't have the energy to do anything serious, so you just get to see me ramble. And some people will enjoy that, I'm sure. Some people will hate it, but that's why there's a like to dislike ratio. If you don't like the video, then dislike it. But yes, this has been a video. We shall be back to my regularly scheduled programming next week. I'm gonna plan next week's video. But yes, if you have any thoughts about sirens and any possibly related mythical creatures, then feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Also, do you prefer mermaids with cupcakes or mermaids with sex? Because I prefer the first one, so that's what I choose to personally believe. Also, are we saying that mermaids are real? Yes, because that would be cool. And also, some of them need to be guys, because I feel like a guy mermaid would be better than a girl mermaid, just because I'm gay. Now, how are they making cupcakes for people under the ocean? And how are they getting the waterproof baskets to put the cupcakes in before they give them to the sailors? Would they don't actually give them to the sailors because they kill them first? I don't know, and that's not for me to understand because I am not Poseidon. Unfortunately. That's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, then please leave a like. I post videos every Saturday, so if you want to see more, it's not normally like this, but feel free to subscribe. I can't even remember the rest of the outro. Goodbye, have a nice day. How are they making cupcakes in the ocean? And getting them in waterproof bath. Blah, 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 blah. This has definitely been my most chaotic video yet. Except for when God flooded the earth. I still don't understand that. Doesn't seem like a nice thing to do.